Did you know that staying socially connected could actually slow cognitive decline and improve your energy levels? It sure can, and that's exactly what I'm diving into today, as well as sharing some tips to make socializing even easier. When you're managing early cognitive decline and chronic fatigue, it's easy to focus solely on the physical symptoms like memory lapses, brain fog, and constant exhaustion. But what we often overlook is how deeply these conditions impact our emotional well being and social lives. And addressing the emotional and social aspects of your health is just as crucial as managing the physical symptoms. It's not just about treating your body, it's about nurturing your mind and spirit too. And by fostering strong social connections, you can create a support system that not only helps you cope, but also plays a vital role in your overall healing journey. So, when we think about maintaining our brain health, we often consider diet, exercise, and supplements, at least on this channel we do. However, we were created as social beings, and research has consistently confirmed that social interaction is just as critical to keeping our minds sharp. Studies published in journals like The Lancet and the American Journal of Public Health have demonstrated that individuals who maintain strong social connections are less likely to experience cognitive decline as they age. And as it turns out, social engagement stimulates various regions of the brain, promoting neural connections and cognitive resilience. Now, Dr. Julianne Holt-Lundstad, a psychologist and researcher, has conducted extensive studies on social isolation and its effects on health. And she found that loneliness and weak social ties are as harmful to health as smoking 15 cigarettes a day. What? These findings highlight just how significant social connection is for both your physical and mental well-being. And social isolation doesn't just affect the brain's cognitive functions. It can also have a profound impact on your mental health. When we feel disconnected from others, we're more vulnerable to conditions like depression and anxiety. And for someone already struggling with symptoms of cognitive decline or chronic fatigue, this isolation can create a vicious cycle. The more isolated you feel, the more these mental health symptoms intensify, which in turn makes it even harder to reach out and connect with others. For example, studies from institutions like the National Institute of Mental Health have shown that social isolation can significantly increase the risk of depression and anxiety, which can further exacerbate cognitive issues. It's a challenging loop, but understanding it is the first step in breaking free. So, meaningful connections with others do more than just fill our social calendars. They help us maintain a sense of purpose and emotional stability, which are crucial for anyone dealing with chronic health issues. And Dr. John Cacioppo, hopefully I'm saying that right, a leading expert in social neuroscience, has emphasized that our need for social connection is as fundamental as our need for food and water. It's through these connections that we find the support and understanding necessary to navigate our health journeys. So, by nurturing relationships, we not only enrich our lives, but we also create a powerful buffer against the emotional and cognitive challenges that come with chronic health conditions. So, what does being social actually do to your brain? Well, when you engage with others, your brain releases neurotransmitters like dopamine and oxytocin, often referred to as the feel-good chemicals. These interactions can significantly boost your mood and provide a sense of belonging, which is crucial for your emotional well-being. And Dr. Robert Waldinger, director of the Harvard Study of Adult Development, one of the longest-running studies on happiness, has highlighted that the quality of our relationships plays a critical role in our happiness and stress levels. Positive social connections can buffer the effects of stress, which, as I've mentioned in this video right here, can significantly contribute to symptoms of cognitive decline and chronic fatigue. So by staying socially connected, you're not just improving your mood, you're also reducing the physiological impact of stress on your body and brain. So social engagement isn't just good for your emotional health, it's also essential for maintaining your cognitive function. Research from the University of Michigan found that even just 10 minutes of social interaction a day can improve cognitive performance. Engaging in conversations requires mental effort, stimulating various areas of the brain responsible for memory, attention, and processing speed. And according to Dr. Laura Carstensen, again, I hope I'm pronouncing that correctly, a professor of psychology at Stanford University, social connections are crucial for cognitive health as we age. She emphasizes that socially active individuals are better able to manage their cognitive functions over time, and regular interactions can even help slow the progression of cognitive decline. How cool! And this is because socializing keeps your brain active, providing a mental workout that is essential for maintaining that sharpness. Now, strong social connections can also serve as a significant source of motivation, especially when it comes to sticking with treatment plans and making healthier lifestyle choices. When you have a supportive network, you're more likely to stay committed to your health goals. So, whether it's encouragement from a friend to attend a doctor's appointment, reminders from a family member to take your supplements, or simply having someone to share your progress with, these connections can really help you stay on track. In fact, Dr. Dean Ornish, a pioneer in lifestyle medicine, has pointed out that people are more successful in making lasting health changes when they have a strong social support system. This support not only boosts motivation, but also provides accountability, which is essential for sustaining long-term health improvements. And by fostering these connections, you create a network that encourages you to prioritize your well-being. So the benefits of social connection on cognitive health and overall well-being are pretty profound. And regular social interaction can improve your mood, reduce stress, enhance your cognitive function, and increase your motivation to maintain healthy habits. So by investing in your social connections, you're not just enriching your life, you're also taking an essential step toward better health and a more fulfilling life. Now, living with cognitive decline and chronic fatigue presents really unique challenges that can make social engagement feel really overwhelming. Memory lapses can lead to embarrassing moments in conversations, and persistent fatigue often makes even the thought of socializing exhausting. Mood swings and irritability can add yet another layer of difficulty, making interactions with friends and loved ones less enjoyable and more stressful. So, over time, these symptoms can cause a person to withdraw from social activities, avoiding situations that once brought them joy but now seem daunting. And it's not uncommon to find yourself declining invitations or making excuses to avoid gatherings because the energy and focus just aren't there. This withdrawal might feel like a necessary coping mechanism, but it can gradually lead to increased feelings of isolation and loneliness. And one of the most frustrating aspects of cognitive decline and chronic fatigue is the feeling of being misunderstood. These conditions are often invisible, and those around you might not fully grasp the extent of your struggles. Friends and family may think you're just tired or distracted, not realizing that your brain feels foggy, your body feels heavy, and your emotions are on a roller coaster that you can't control. This lack of understanding can lead to feelings of alienation, making you feel like you're facing these challenges alone. So when others don't see what you're going through, it can be easy to start believing that your struggles aren't valid, or worse, that you're somehow failing to manage your life effectively. This misunderstanding can push you further into isolation, as it feels safer to withdraw than to try to explain what you're experiencing. Unfortunately, social withdrawal and the feeling of being misunderstood can create a vicious cycle that's really hard to break. The more you withdraw from social situations, the more isolated you become, and the more isolated you are, the more your mental and physical health can decline. Social interaction is a critical part of maintaining mental sharpness and emotional well-being, and without it, symptoms of depression, anxiety, and cognitive impairment can intensify. This cycle can be particularly challenging because the very symptoms that make socializing difficult are the ones that worsen when you pull away. It becomes a self-reinforcing loop. Cognitive decline and fatigue lead to social withdrawal, which in turn exacerbates these conditions, making it even harder to re-engage with others. So breaking this cycle requires both awareness of its existence and a conscious effort to push against the urge to retreat into isolation. So I mentioned earlier that when dealing with cognitive decline and chronic fatigue, the idea of jumping back into social activities can feel really overwhelming. And that's why it's important to start small. You don't need to attend large gatherings or commit to long social events right away. Instead, begin with manageable interactions that don't drain your energy. For example, you might start by making a simple phone call to a trusted friend or family member. These brief conversations can help you ease back into socializing without feeling overwhelmed. Another small step could be scheduling a short visit with someone you're comfortable with, maybe a walk in the park or a quick coffee catch-up. The key is to set realistic expectations for yourself. Even a 5-minute chat can be a meaningful way to reconnect, and these small steps can gradually build your confidence and desire for more social interaction. And in today's digital age, staying connected doesn't always require physical presence. If your energy levels are low, you find it challenging to leave the house, or you want to connect with someone far away, technology can be a really powerful tool for maintaining those social connections. Video calls, for example, offer a more personal touch than phone calls and can help you feel more engaged. Platforms like Zoom, FaceTime, or Skype allow you to see and hear your loved ones without the need to expend energy on travel or extensive preparations. Social media can also be a useful way to stay connected, though it's important to use it mindfully. Engaging in positive online communities or simply keeping in touch with friends through platforms like Facebook or Instagram can help you feel more connected to the world. Just remember to focus on interactions that uplift you rather than drain you. And one of the most effective ways to strengthen social connections is by joining a support group. Whether online or in person, these groups provide a safe space where you can connect with other people who truly understand what you're going through. And the shared experiences in these groups can be incredibly validating and can help reduce those feelings of isolation. A good place to start may be a small group, also called a life group, like at your local church. And then support groups specifically for cognitive decline, chronic fatigue, or related conditions, like the program I take my clients through, can offer not just emotional support, but also practical advice and strategies for managing symptoms. You'll find that the people in these groups can relate to your challenges, and this shared understanding can create really deep, meaningful connections. And many people find that these groups become a lifeline, offering a sense of community that's hard to find elsewhere. Reconnecting with hobbies you enjoy is another great way to strengthen social connections. Group activities related to your interests, such as joining a book club, participating in a gardening group, or attending a crafting or cooking class, heck, even a dance class, combine socialization with something that brings you joy. These activities don't just provide you an opportunity to meet new people, they also help you re-engage with parts of yourself that may have been overshadowed by your symptoms. So by participating in group activities, you're not only fostering social connections, but also reinforcing your sense of identity and purpose. But it's important to choose activities that align with your current energy levels and cognitive abilities. This way, you can enjoy the process without feeling overextended. And remember, the goal is progress, not perfection. Every small step counts. Now, one of the most significant barriers to social interaction for those dealing with cognitive decline and chronic fatigue is the sheer exhaustion that comes with these conditions. So managing your energy levels is key to making socializing more feasible and enjoyable. A useful strategy is to schedule social activities during times of the day when you feel most energetic, whether that's mid-morning, early afternoon, or another peak time for you. It's also important to plan for rest before and after social events to ensure you don't overextend yourself. And pacing yourself is also crucial. For example, if you have a social event coming up, try to keep the rest of your day as low-key as possible. This way you can conserve your energy for when you need it most. It's okay to limit the length of your social interactions as well, like I talked about earlier. Start with shorter visits or conversations and build from there as your energy allows. And cognitive symptoms like memory lapses or difficulty focusing can make social situations challenging. So to cope with these, it can be helpful to use conversation aids. For example, keeping a small notepad or a notes app on your phone can help you jot down important points or reminders during your conversations. This can alleviate some of the pressure to remember everything in the moment. And setting realistic expectations with your friends and family is also important. Let them know that you might need a bit more time to process information or that you may occasionally lose track of the conversation. Most people will be really understanding and appreciate your honesty. It can also help to choose quieter, less stimulating environments for social interactions, as this can help reduce distractions and make it easier to focus. For example, a coffee shop might be better than a Mexican restaurant, as much as I love Mexican food. Social anxiety is another common barrier, especially if you've been out of the social loop for a while. One effective way to reduce anxiety is through mindfulness techniques such as deep breathing or grounding exercises, which can help calm your nerves before and during social interactions. And practicing these techniques regularly can build your confidence over time. And remember, it's okay to take things at your own pace. There's no need to rush. But to help you overcome these barriers, I also want to share a few specific tools and resources. Mindfulness and relaxation apps such as Insight Timer, Calm, and Headspace offer guided mindfulness exercises that can help reduce social anxiety and help you prepare mentally for interactions. Memory aids can include tools like Evernote, Notes for iPhone users, or Google Keep, and can serve as digital notepads where you can quickly jot down reminders or conversation points to help you stay engaged during and after social interactions. And if you don't join a program like mine, websites like Meetup or Health Unlocked provide platforms to connect with other people who share similar experiences, making it super easy to find understanding and supportive social environments. So while overcoming barriers to social interaction requires a combination of strategies, by using these tips and tools, you can gradually make socializing a more comfortable and enjoyable part of your life and start reaping the health benefits as well. And remember, the goal is to create positive social experiences that fit your current needs and capabilities. Small steps can lead to really meaningful connections and a significantly improved well-being. That being said, I'd love to hear from you. What's your favorite way to socialize? Let me know in the comments below. If you found this video helpful, it would be super super helpful for me if you'd hit that like button, and be sure to subscribe and hit the notifications bell so you don't miss any of my upcoming videos. And as always, thank you for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.